this is me, Nicholas, also known as Franz the Executioner. And I am going to be sharing, this is the last video that I am going to be making in regard to that Bohemian girl. I am choosing that I am not going to no longer be supporting this woman. I am no longer going to be engaging or watching her videos, and I'm no longer going to be contributing financially to her channel. And I'm going to tell you, I am not one of those people who typically will just randomly unsubscribe if I just don't agree with something you say. There is actually a lot more deeper going on. What I have the huge moral issue with is that she is being transphobic and hateful and only having people on her channel who hate trans people. That's very contradicting to what she says on her channel, and honestly, she's never contacted me, never at all. I tried to be polite and tried to help educate her or try to help her understand the nuances. She obviously doesn't care. So, honestly, in my eyes, why should I support someone regardless in any way, shape, or form if they are going to act arrogant like that? That isn't cool. And I don't think anybody should be supporting her. I don't think anybody should. It's a bunch of transphobic people that support her. She's got them. But people like me who accept everyone and have respect for everyone and do not spread misinformation and have a big moral issue with that, well, people like me aren't gonna bother. And I think it's just safe that this is the last video I make about that lady and I'm moving on. Honestly, I want nothing to do with hateful people. I want nothing to do with people who cannot take accountability for their wrongs. I want nothing to do with people who over-stigmatize and over-generalize certain minorities of people and paint them in a horrible light. To be honest, in reality, she is an awful person. She is an awful human being. Her personality comes across on her video and her platform as a good person, as someone who takes accountability. In reality, I'm having a very bad experience with her. She is ignoring me. She is not taking accountability. She doesn't care. I guess she just hates trans people, and she just doesn't want to say anything. Well, I'm going to tell you this. That is an indicator of a nasty, narrow-minded, hateful human being. And I want nothing to do with those type of people. I need healthy people in my life. And I will support channels that, even if I disagree, as long as they're not being hateful, as long as they're being good human beings and reasonable people, I'm going to support them. So, and it's very rare that I decide to unsubscribe to a channel in general. There has to be a real reason why I would walk away. There has to be a real significant reason why I would not keep following or engaging with someone's channel. And honestly, hatred towards certain groups of people or bigotry and all this crap, honestly, is one of the big moral problems I have with it. I have moral issues with that. Also, not taking accountability for your own actions. I'm not going to engage. So, honestly, she's lost a loyal subscriber. She's lost someone who actually did care. And round of applause. I'm glad you enjoy being hateful, Rogan. I hope you enjoy being hateful, because I wanted to communicate fairly. I wanted to communicate appropriately, and you're acting immature, and you're not communicating. That's immature. You're judging people, Rogan, unfairly. That is very immature, and that is not cool. You are very wrong, and that's the last thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to support her channel anymore. I'm not going to watch it. I am not going to bother with it. It would be different if she did acknowledge me and actually take accountability for the misinformation and the cruel things that she was spreading about trans people. But she doesn't. She doesn't care. Because if she cared, she would actually have people who are going through those issues themselves come on her channel, not just people who paint trans people in a horrible light. So that is why I'm walking away. That is why I'm no longer financially supporting her. It was a very short period of time. I thought she was a good person, but she ended up showing true colors that were not pretty. Either way, I am not going to be engaging with her channel anymore. And I suggest nobody do it, because she is not being very nice. And she contradicts herself. So just be careful out there on the internet. Just be careful, because a lot of content creators will show their true colors in videos eventually, and most of the time those colors aren't very pretty. So just be careful. Don't make the same mistake I did. Just like, subscribe, leave a nice comment. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.